Hello students and welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Dr. Pooja Malhotra from Dayal Singh College, Karnal. Today we are going to talk on the module Efficiency and Effectiveness from the paper Principle and Practices of Management. So students, let us see what we are going to learn from this module. After completing this module, you will be able to understand the concept and features of efficiency and effectiveness. You will be able to understand the differences and proximities between efficiency and effectiveness. We will also explain the factors affecting organizational efficiency and effectiveness. Before we start with the concept of efficiency and effectiveness, let's revise the concept of management. Management, as we all know, it's an art of getting things done through others. And the main object of management is the effective utilization of various resources. An organization works with different types of resources. It makes use of men, money, machinery, materials, etc. Now, to organize and coordinate all these resources in a best possible way for the achievement of organizational goals is an important task of a manager. As resources are limited with the organizations, hence the success of an organization lies in utilizing these resources efficiently and effectively. Effectiveness is concerned with achievement of organizational goals. On the other hand, efficiency refers to achieve goals with optimum utilization of resources. That is, to make the best possible use of limited resources. For example, men, money, machinery, materials, etc. So, the purpose of this module was to get a better understanding on the concept of efficiency and effectiveness and also to differentiate between the two. So students, let's talk about organizational efficiency and effectiveness. Every organization works for some goals. It employs all its resources and activities for the achievement of these goals. An organization that achieves its goals despite its limited resources is known as an effective organization. In other words, organizational effectiveness refers to the extent to which organization achieve its goals. Goals include official as well as operative goals. Official goals are the formal mission of an organization, whereas operative goals are specific long-term and short-term goals that direct the tasks. Operative goals must be inconsistent with official goals. Managers mostly use operative goals to measure effectiveness. Efficiency measures the relation between inputs and outputs. It determines the extent to which an organization has employed its inputs optimally. That means use the limited resources in a best possible manner to give the desired output. Effectiveness-oriented companies are concerned with output, sales, quality, creation of value added, innovation, cost reduction. It measures the degree to which a business achieves its goals or the way outputs interact with the economic and social environment. Usually, effectiveness determines the policy objectives of the organization or the degree to which an organization realizes its own goals. Whereas efficiency measures relationship between inputs and outputs or how successfully the inputs have been transformed into outputs. The fewer the inputs used to generate outputs, the greater will be the efficiency. So, we can conclude that efficiency, it is a measure of how well resources are used to achieve a goal, or we can say doing the things right. Whereas effectiveness, it is a measure of the appropriateness of the goals chosen. That means, are these the right goals and the degree to which they are achieved? In other words, we can say that doing the right things right. Now, let's discuss the features of organizational efficiency and effectiveness. The first feature is flexibility or adaptability. High morale, acceptance by members, commitment and loyalty. Now, let's discuss these features one by one. So now let's discuss in detail the features of organizational efficiency and effectiveness. The first one, flexibility or adaptability. Business is affected by a changing environment. Effective and efficient organizations are quick responders to changing environment, and the success of an organization depends upon how quickly it adapts to these changes. Second is high morale. Organizations keep their employees' morale level high to achieve their goals effectively and efficiently, as the employees with high morale can do anything successfully. Acceptance by members. For organizational effectiveness and efficiency, it is necessary that all its goals and systems should be acceptable to all its members. Commitment and loyalty. Organizations involve their employees in decision-making process to make them committed and loyal towards them, and there will be less chances of employee turnover for efficient and effective organizations. Let's discuss the factors affecting efficiency and effectiveness. There are so many factors which affect an organization's efficiency and effectiveness, like environmental factors, which include both internal as well as external factors. Then there is forecasting of resources, employee related factors, and optimum utilization of resources. Now, let's discuss these factors one by one. Let's discuss the factors affecting efficiency and effectiveness. There are certain factors that affect organizational efficiency and effectiveness. The first one is environmental factors. Environmental factors affect organizational efficiency and effectiveness to a great extent. As we know, the environmental factors are of two types: internal factors as well as external factors. Internal factors refers to those factors which are internal to an organization and are within its control. So there are so many internal factors, like the value system of an organization. It depicts its values, principles, or philosophy, objectives, mission, vision of the company, the organizational structure, the resources, which include human resources, physical resources, financial resources, the research and development, technological developments, the production capacity and the methods, the management information system, marketing resources, and many more, which are internal to the organization. Then there are external factors. These are those factors which are external or outside the organization and influence the business. Business has no control over these factors. There are so many external factors like economic environment, which includes economic conditions, economic policies, economic systems of a country. Political environment, then there is social environment, legal environment, which includes the government's policies which affect business a lot, technological environment, the socio-cultural environment. If all these external factors are positive, then they will certainly lead to organizational efficiency and effectiveness. And if these factors are turning to be negative or are providing a threat to the company, so only those companies will be successful which can foresee these changes and adapt to these changes accordingly. The second main factor which affects efficiency and effectiveness is forecasting of resources. If the organization is able to forecast the necessity of resources correctly and timely, then organizational efficiency and effectiveness can be realized. The third main factor is employee related factors. As employees are an important asset of an organization, their behavior and goals have a profound effect on organizational efficiency and effectiveness. So their positive behavior and equality of their goals with organizational goals will certainly lead to organizational efficiency and effectiveness. The last but not the least, the factor which affects organizational efficiency and effectiveness is optimum utilization of its resources. The optimum utilization of resources will lead to efficiency and effectiveness. Optimum utilization means to make best possible use of all its available and limited resources. As we can see in the exhibit, that if the company is inefficient but effective, it may still survive. But the cost of operations, processes, and inputs will be very high. Such companies will be cost inefficient and may have little profits, though they may be rich in market share, innovation, growth rate, and overall success. Inefficient but effective organizations should reframe their resource allocation policy so as to increase their efficiency. Similarly, efficient but ineffective organization may be cost effective but may not have new ideas, innovation, or creativity or competitive advantage as against its competitors. So such organizations should consider their marketing policy and take steps to enhance their competitive advantage and market share. Effective and efficient organizations are known as high performance organizations. Such organizations have excellence in operational performance. They are cost effective and have proper resource allocation policies. Their outcome is productive, cost management is under control, tasks are distributed and completed in a timely manner. Their employees have high morale, commitment, and loyalty. There is also equality of employees' goals and organizational goals, and hence achievement of organizational goals in an effective manner. So students, let us now summarize what we have learned in this module. The success of an organization lies in how effectively and efficiently it operates. Efficiency and effectiveness are the two performance measures which affect each other. While effectiveness measures the extent to which an organization has achieved its goals. On the other hand, efficiency, it measures the relation between input and output, or how to make best use of its limited resources to achieve the goals. We also learn that an effective but inefficient as well as an efficient but ineffective organization may exist, but that will ultimately lead to bankruptcy gradually. So, in order to excel and get competitive advantage, organizations should attempt to increase the efficiency and effectiveness. And in order to achieve this efficiency and effectiveness, the organizations must also consider the factors which can affect their efficiency and effectiveness. Like, they should also consider the environmental factors, which include both internal as well as external factors, which can affect the organization a lot. And successful organizations are those which can foresee these factors and can adapt their strategies accordingly. They must also consider the forecasting of resources, whether they have ample of resources in order to compete into the market or not. Similarly, they should also consider employees related factors, whether they have their skillful employees, whether they have necessary employee inputs, and also they must strive for optimum utilization of their resources, because resources are limited with the organizations, and to be effective and efficient, the companies or organizations must strive for optimum utilization of these resources. Thank you.